In this video, I'm going to show you the engine oil change procedure on a Ford Escape, Mercury Mariner, or Mazda Tribute. They're all basically the same vehicle. They didn't make many changes to these from 02 to about 2012. Some came with a 4-cylinder, which will take about 4.5 quarts, and the 6-cylinder will take around 6 quarts. Consult your owner's manual just to double check everything. I'm going to go through step by step on how to change this oil. I've got the vehicle up on ramps, the rear wheel's blocked. I have cardboard and my oil catch container underneath the oil pan. This particular model takes a 15mm wrench for the drain plug. I'm going to grab some latex gloves. I already have my safety glasses. And I'm going to grab a magnet so that when I unscrew the drain plug, holding on to the magnet will allow the plug to stick to the magnet and not fall into the oil catch pan. I've got the drain plug loosened up. I'm holding on to just a small magnet. If you don't have one, it's no big deal. But as you're loosening this up, that magnet is going to catch the bolt and it will not fall into the oil pan. Once all the oil is drained out, replace your drain plug. And if you have a torque wrench, you set it to 19 foot-pounds. And we're going to tighten this drain plug up. If you don't have a torque wrench, go to hand tight, and it's going to be about 1/4 to a 1/2 turn past hand tight. Now we can go ahead and replace the oil filter, and this is the actual filter from Ford for this vehicle. Check your owner's manual and make sure that you have the correct one. Now at the front of the vehicle, you'll see the oil filter right there, just above this O2 sensor. Just make sure that this exhaust is not hot or you could burn your hand. We'll go ahead and remove that oil filter. I put a little bit of oil in a new filter and oil up the seal ring, and we'll tighten up that new oil filter. Once your new oil filter is installed, it's time to refill the oil. So on a lot of oil caps, it will tell you the viscosity of oil that you need to use for that particular engine. You can also double check your owner's manual. And depending on where you live, maybe you live up north in Canada, or maybe you're someone in Florida, you might want to change your viscosity a little bit according to your climate conditions. Now this being the 3-liter V6, it's going to take 6 quarts of oil. If you do have the 4-cylinder, it's going to take 4.5. Double check your owner's manual. If you don't have an owner's manual, you can always ask at Advanced Auto or AutoZone. They'll tell you the type of oil, the filter, and how much oil your engine needs. Once you've added your proper quantity of oil, go ahead and replace your oil cap. Now I'm going to take the car off the ramps, let it idle for about 2-3 minutes, and we're going to check the oil level. After you've let your engine run for 2 or 3 minutes, go ahead and let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to pull the oil dipstick, which is right in front of the oil cap. You're going to go ahead and wipe it clean, insert it back into the dipstick tube all the way down till it's seated. Pull it back out and double check that the level is in the required range. After you've checked your engine dipstick, if you need to add a little oil, go ahead to get it to the required range. After that, you're good to go. Congratulations on changing your own engine oil. You've saved yourself a lot of time and money by not taking it to a dealership. You've learned a little bit about your vehicle itself. Hope this video was helpful and informational, and thanks for watching.